Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the Red Report, the Arsenal Alliance. So let's get straight into it, man. Let's get straight into the shower of freaking shit that I watched this afternoon. I can't believe I changed the thumbnail, especially because of that result. Embarrassing. It was embarrassing. Arteta, I tell you now, what I saw was what I was seeing last season. Even though we've got all these new players, he didn't bring on a sub till the last 15 minutes or just 16 minutes or whatever it was. I can't get my head around it. I was watching it and I was thinking, what's happening with these subs? Why has he started Kai Havertz? Kai Havertz had a nightmare. He took too many touches in the box, overrun the ball a few times, links up a little bit, all right, in certain moments, but no, it proves that a striker that he ain't. And the thinking and the technical nas of Arteta in that game hasn't improved at all. Because of I was seeing exactly what we were seeing last season. Can't break down the low block, run out of ideas, everything's out in the wings. It just was driving me insane. I wanted to turn it off on numerous occasions. I felt like just going bump and turning it off. It was oh mate, it was horrible. Anthony, what did you think? This Anthony.
Do you know what, Lee? I was in work today and I forgot the game was on. Well, I forgot the game was on, and I don't know what made me think. I thought, fucking hell, Arsenal played Tottenham today. Let's check the score. So I checked the score, losing 1-0. So I got the goal. What a goal, by the way. What the fucking hell Rayo was doing off his line, I don't know. He looked up and seen Rayo off his line. Perfect chip, goal. What I don't understand with this goalkeeper is why has he got to be so far out the fucking box? If you want to stand...
He's told to do that by the manager. Sweep the keeper.
Then the man... I am going to say it. Then the manager's a cock. 100%, right? Why not just stand on the line of your 6-yard box? That's good enough, right? He wouldn't have seen, if he would have seen him on that 6-yard box, you reckon he would have chipped and went for goal for that? No, I didn't think so, right? And the other thing as well, which you touched on, I watched the highlights of the game today, and do you know what? Whether you watch the full game or whether you watch the highlights, right? I watched the highlights. I could sum that game up in just watching 5 minutes of highlights. What I've watched, what I've seen, and I tell you what, it was absolutely poor. You touched on it, playing Kai Havertz up front, and I'm going to be honest with you. What a fucking donkey! Did you see him go kick that ball and fucking fall over in the process?
Absolutely, I've seen it a couple of times. And also, let me tell you this. All right, Kai Gyokeres, everyone's going buzzing for Gyokeres. People are already saying, "Oh, I told you he couldn't head the ball. I told you he could." He had 15 minutes. What was he fucking meant to do in 15 minutes?
Exactly.
It's an absolute disgrace. People are slagging him off already. They've seen him
I know.
I've seen it on there. All these haters. What?
Lee, we got Villarreal coming up in a friendly, right? And then we've got the Emirates Cup final. Then after that, we've got Man United, first game of the season, right? Yeah. Sunday, the 17th of August. What you've seen in that team today, the starting lineup, the way how that game was played, the way like Mikel Arteta wanted that game to be played by him, is exactly the same you are going to see first game of the season against Man United. You're going to see Kai Havertz up front. I said that last week on last week's show. I believe you said exactly the same as me. Kai Havertz will start that game against Man United up front because Gyokeres is not a Mikel Arteta's player. He wanted Sesko. So this is where he's going to cry like a baby, throw his toys out the pram, and he wants to get his fucking way. But I tell you what, Mikel Arteta is not bigger than fucking Arsenal Football Club. And if he don't like it, and if I was a Cronky, I would tell you this. Yeah, I would somehow say, play him. If you don't, piss off. Is that simple? Because he's got to win something this season. And when I say when he's got to win something, he's got to win something big. And I am talking the Premier League. Yeah. He has spent over £1 billion now, £1 billion, and he's got fuck all to show for it. Nothing.
I've seen enough now. Yeah. Just before we come to Anthony, your brother Anthony, let's just go through Static's put a few comments in. Big up Static in the chat. Let's just read through what he's saying, and I'll sort of give my, because I've noticed something he said there, and I'm gonna reply to it as well. But the season hasn't started yet. Love. It was a North London derby. I know it was played in Hong Kong, but them games are always supposed to be like competitive. They're our rival. Well, I say rivals. They was like 17th last year, and we were second. There's a big gulf between us, but okay, they did win the Europa League, but it was easier that year. I'm not having it. If it had been the same format as previous seasons, they wouldn't have won it. But anyway, I'm talking in terms of teams dropping out of the group stages of the Champions League. They wouldn't have won it because they was poor. Tottenham was poor last season. They've improved. Give them their flowers. Tottenham have improved. They played a lot better under Thomas Frank today than what I've seen them play the last couple of years anyway. But let's just read these messages here. It doesn't matter. Pre-season, new season, the same old boring, annoying problems still exist. Absolutely. I didn't see no improvement. No improvement on last season's performances today. There was a slight improvement against AC Milan and Newcastle, but this game today was terrible. It was terrible. 2 likes and subscribe. Thank you, Static. Here we go. I don't care if it's a competitive game or a friendly. I never accept defeats to my rivals, especially them down the road. Well done, Arsenal. Yeah, they embarrassed us today. They embarrassed us. Yeah. So at the end of the day, it's Arsenal v Tottenham, mate. It's Arsenal v Tottenham. I don't even know if Arteta understands, how we all feel about it. I don't know if he understands properly. I know he's played for us. He's probably played in about 4 or 5 of them, the North London derbies himself. So he should know the passion of the crowd. And for me, it just wasn't there. There was nothing there. There was no bite there. There was no urgency. There was nothing. Gyokeres should have come on at half time. He should have made changes at half. Saka played 80 minutes. He's coming off the back of that fucking hamstring. Is it hamstring or calf? Anyway, it's a bad injury he's coming off the back of. He played for 80 minutes today. It's fucking sacrilege. Is he trying to upset our season already? Before it even starts?
Lee, Saka, sorry, I'll let you get to the comments, but I just want to say one thing. Do you know when you was watching? I don't know if you watched the whole game or just the highlights or what.
Yeah.
But when I watched those highlights, do you know what had come to me? It becomes Saka was absolutely. He was predictable in that game. He was predictable.
That one a lot. They nullified our wingers. Martinelli was poor as well. I think he's at his ceiling. Martinelli, I'm afraid. I think he's at his. I don't think he's going to improve anymore. He's definitely not the same player from 3 years ago.
He's got to go. I said this last week. I said it last week. Martinelli's got to go. Trossard's got to go. We need a couple of new players out on that left. We do.
So I'm going to pitch in here now as well, just quickly here. Against Newcastle, I thought Trossard was one of our better players. I think he was direct with the ball on the wing, and even to the point where he cut in the middle and he was putting some balls into the box that we never had today from our wingers, And I think really and truly, if you're going to get rid of Martinelli or Trossard, it's got to be Martinelli. I think really and truly, against Newcastle, Trossard was our better player. And today, to be fair, it was pathetic.
Is a little bit of feedback coming from somewhere?
It might be Martinelli's on.
It might be you, Anthony. Yeah, I think it is. Same shit, different day. Facts, Anthony. Look, facts, mate.
Yeah.
panel, honestly, as soon as the pre-season games were announced 1 or 2 months, I generally feared and predicted we would lose to Tottenham. I hate being right. There is still a lot of work. There was loads of work to do. There was so much work to do still, mate. But that was an embarrassment for me. 6 likes. We got 6 likes. Keep smashing that like button. Smash the granny out of that like button for us. And, you know, get the algorithm working and get it pushed out to other viewers. That's what we need.
Is that better, boys?
No plan B again. No plan B.
No,
Why
really.
do players, Odegaard, Odegaard, I think I've had enough of him as well. But anyway, that's regardless of that. The players that played the old game, Saliba played the old game, I believe. Raya was terrible again today. I think against Newcastle, Kepa, I know he made. I'm not going on the saves that he made in the penalty shootout against. Was it Newcastle? It was Newcastle, wasn't it? But I mean, I'm not going on that. I'm going on his performance when he took over from Ray. I thought he had a better game.
I can see there being competition between the both of them. I know it may sound stupid, but I think you think of it, they've got competition now at Arsenal, and both of them's got competition at Spain.
Yeah.
So do you know what I mean? And I got to be honest with you. I know that we had the better defence last season, which we did. Hence this reason why Reyes won the Golden Glove twice in 2 seasons running. But it does make you think. I mean, if he's told to come off his line and all that, I think it's stupidly. And I know it's happened in a friendly. Okay, I know it's a friendly, and I know it's against Tottenham, which makes it even worse. That's why I think us 3 are a bit pissed off. That is facts. But what I'm saying is, if this manager is telling that goalkeeper to come off his line, why can't that goalkeeper turn around and say, "No, I'm not coming off my line"? But you can
tell the
refuse
goalkeeper
what
to
a
come off the
manager.
line and clear the ball. Why tell the goalkeeper to try and play the ball out when you're that far out?
Yes.
Your net.
Exactly that.
You clear the ball. You clear the ball. You don't pass it into a player that's surrounded by 3 players. Come on, like you know what I mean? You really don't. It was a brilliant goal. It was a brilliant goal for travel awareness like that was brilliant. But mate, I'm fuming. I went into this game so excited, so excited.
There's
put him on 77 minutes.
There's still an echo on your mic, Anthony, for some reason.
What on mine or on your Anthony's? Which one?
Well, I'll come off again and try and load it again.
Yeah, but I think you might. Dear noob fans, what's noob? What does noob mean? Do you know about stage gameplay salary or coming season betting systems already decided that Arsenal will win the fake trophy? So wait for it, and Liverpool will concede. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. What's that mean? Harat. I ain't got a clue what you're talking about, bro. What's noob? What's noob mean? What does noob mean, Static? Do you know? Harat Hajin.
Respectful. Well, he's Static told him to be respectful from what I think. So yeah.
I don't know what he's. Does he mean knobs? Is he calling us knobs?
If he did, he spelt knob. He spelt knob with double O. So obviously, you know.
I thought you spelled knob with a K, didn't you?
You spelled knob with a K, K-N-O-B. But
don't
noob
mean newbie.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Noob means newbie.
Oh, is it? So he's not having a go at us.
I don't know. I just go with what you're saying.
If he is having a go at us, the spastic can't spell, can he? The dyslexic twat, but you know. If he ain't, then yeah.
Jesus
Christ. You got to mind your language a little bit.
Sorry, I do apologise.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm Static's laughing at the panel. I was so annoyed. I was so pissed off with it. But I mean, we've got this mega signing over the line finally, and we bring him. Why did we bring him on with 15 minutes left to go? Because all right, he just got off the plane yesterday or whatever. I don't believe in jet lag. Right? I never, when I've been on holiday, I've never suffered jet lag when I get there. I'm excited. I'm raring to go. I might make out I'm a bit tired when I get home. Like, oh, I've got jet lag. Like when you get back home because your all excitement's gone. But he must have been buzzing to start today or to play today.
Yeah. Trouble is, Lee, you go on about that jet lag, but people who get jet lagged are from 5'7" up. So if you're 5'5", you're all right. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, enough of the small talk, bro.
You can't tell me you didn't feel jet lag when you come back from America.
No, I don't know what jet lag is. What is it? Just being a bit tired because of the time.
When I come back from America, the second time, mate, I slept for hours.
Yeah, but I mean, it's all about the time, like because it's different times. The couple of hours different, or 5 hours difference, or whatever it is. It's not amazing.
I think I slept for that long because the fire mash shop weren't open.
Yeah. BX Gunner, Kai still looks like a newborn drop. He fell over the ball. Did you see him fall over the ball? Did you also see him have too many touches on 2 or 3 occasions? He's running at the box and he took an extra touch, and one time it run out past the byline. I mean, the only shot on target, we had 15 shots in that game, I think it was. 1 on target, and it was Everett sitting it straight at the keeper. Right, he caught it like that. And it was
do you know what, Lee? I've the way Kai Havertz played in that game, I've actually, believe it or not, I've actually seen better players play in the Championship.
Oh, yeah.
Seriously, I got to say it. I've seen better players playing in the Championship. One of them, we just signed. Gyokeres, when he was in the fucking Championship with Coventry, he was better than what Kai Havertz was, and I'm just basing him on Coventry.
Yeah. No, I mean,
why do you start him? I don't understand why. At least put him on at half time. Every other game we change the team at half time. I don't understand him. I did like Kiwi's performance in the first half on defence, though. I did think he was a bit solid.
Do you know what? Maresca didn't do bad when he come on.
Yeah, he didn't know, not when he come on either, to be fair.
He got the ball, he nutted the ball out a few times and done a good cross-field pass. I thought he played all right,
I mean, you see the write-ups after the game, what Arsenal fans was putting in. You can actually watch the game on YouTube, and when people were actually putting in the comments, people were saying that Saka was predictable. It was a poor standard. I think people was asking questions about, obviously, Zubimendi. I'm not going to say his name because we know who he's replaced, right? But they're saying now, the guy who left, they're saying, can he step up to that line of what he was like, or even better? Do you know what I'm saying?
I've heard him being slagged off as well. Static's got to go. We're going to. Oh yeah, it's Max Dowman come on. Max Dowman come on and played very well again. He's been the star of the tour, Max Dowman.
He's so direct. It's enjoyable to watch him, isn't it? It is the way he's direct. Yeah. Even the way he won that penalty against Newcastle, it was. He didn't even put his hand up for the penalty. He got back up with the ball and ready to play again. It was good to watch him. The hunger was brilliant on him.
Yeah, well, that's true. What Static's saying as well. He's like, we can't overhype him. We've got to keep him grounded. We've got to keep him grounded.
We all know what we want. We all know what we want from Damon. And I tell you something now. I don't want to see it happen. But I can actually see him fucking leaving, going. I can. No, honestly, I can. It's just something that's niggling me in the back of my head. I've been thinking that now the last couple of weeks, and I'm thinking this club is either going to sell him, or if they don't sell him, you want a pay rise, like a 30 grand, be on 30,000 a week, and Mikel Arteta say, well, sorry, we can't afford to pay you 30,000 a week. We can only offer you like 18 and a half, maybe 20 at the most. And he'll go somewhere else. Like, look at the last 2 players we got rid of to Man United. They were good players.
They're quality. Look how good they are. If we try that for a striker, we've got a striker that's scoring 10 goals past Liverpool in the Premier League too.
Yeah, I can see it happening.
And we let him go Man United.
Yeah.
That Heaven or whatever his name is, that Heaven. Mate, the goal he scored the other day from centre back, he was like he was a centre midfield.
Mm. Yeah.
But we let him go. We let him go to Man United. That was unbelievable.
Luca talks ball. Luca talks Dons. He's an Arsenal and a MK Dons fan. He's in the chat. He's got
Luca talks Dons. I think he's gone off of Arsenal now. He's gone off of Arsenal now with this manager in charge. This manager, he's like, fuck it, I'm going to ditch the Arsenal and just keep the Dons. Yeah. But Lee, I thought you said, I thought you called it something else. Luca talks. What was it? Luca talks. Oh, it was something. I thought it didn't sound like Dons. You were saying. I was like, what the fuck's that?
Yeah, that's what his channel's called now. He's changing his channel. Look, Luca talks Dons. Yeah,
but the way you said it, it didn't sound like Dons at the end. Oh. I got the Luca talk something.
We badly do need Eze, and no, we do want him playing through the middle, but not as a winger. We need Eze and a winger. That's what we need. Eze and a winger. We've got a new watcher, a new guy in the chat. Gooners Fan TV, his new channel, here to support. Appreciate your support, bro. Stick a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you ain't already. I'll check your channel out after the show, man. Put your Gooner channel, yeah, your Arsenal channel. Put your channel link in the chat. You have permission to put your link in the chat for any Gooners who want to go and check you out. You've got permission. Don't worry about any mods or anything kicking you out. Stick your link in the chat and let them go and have a look at your channel. If Izzy comes, I've just read that one, didn't I? Tottenham fans celebrating the win. Yeah, did you see them all in the stadium? But they was all like from Hong Kong, weren't they? Mainly, the stadium was full of all Hong Kong fans. It was half and half from what I saw.
What was that trophy? They won a trophy, didn't they? They won a trophy after that game.
No, they didn't. I turned it off straight after the final whistle. I went, turned it off. I was fuming. I didn't want to hear what Arteta had to say after the game on nothing, mate.
No.
Lego head.
Right.
He's saying about the fresh takes at AFTV as another chat. I'll see Robbie. What's his name? Robbie something. I can't remember his last name now. But anyway, he was interviewing. I watched a couple of his interviews. Interviewed the lead judges.
Robbie Lyle. Is it Lyle?
Robbie Lyle, from AFTV. Yeah. He was defending it. Even lead judges wanted to strangle him. He was going, yes, Tottenham. But it's only pre-season. You know, he was just defending it. And, mate, I've had enough of him. I've had enough of him as well. I can't watch AFTV. I used to like AFTV. I can't watch it no more.
Against
I can't watch
it.
There's two channels that I can't stand to watch no more that I used to really, really like. One was AFTV and one was Lee Gunner. I can't even watch it. I can't watch him no more either. It just his channel, all right, you know, he wants Tottenham to win. He wants Arsenal to win. You can tell that he is an Arsenal fan. People do slags off Arsenal so much. People think go and support the team down the road to him. I get that, but it's every single thing. He picks holes in every little thing, and it just, you know, sorry, mate, but I mean, if you don't like it, don't watch it, and that's what I've decided to do now because it just gets started to annoy me a little bit, so I don't watch it no more. But he had a good channel, man. I used to enjoy his channel, but now I can't watch it.
I heard Lee. I heard you're going to be setting up emergency streams now. Is this true?
Emergency stream? No. What? Emergency meetings?
Yeah. Fuck it. Everyone's doing it. Let's do it.
I am going to start another channel, though. I'm going to start another channel that's going to be an unfiltered channel. That's going to be about everything, man, not only football. But I mean, I've got to think about that. That is in the pipeline.
Oh, right, okay.
We should have started Zubimendi today. We had no real control. No, Norgard still needs some time. I think Norgard had a decent game, to be fair. Gooners fan TV.
I liked his passion when Lewis Skelly got knocked down. He was there first, there backing it up. You know what I mean? I liked his passion.
How you doing, John? All right, mate. Yeah, I think Norgard played all right. I think he throughout the tour, I think he's been all right. Not anything like outstanding, but yeah, I think he done the job. I don't think he was any worse than Jorginho. You know, I thought he done the job he was supposed to do. I like Zubamendi's performance. I thought he was all right. I think the worst for me today was a little bit off the boil, and he's one of my favourite players. He used to be captain.
I did like the way where he missed that opportunity, and he basically knew he should have hit it first time, and he owned up to it. He basically said, "Right, you know what I mean." He took one more final touch.
Corner taking, the free kick taking today was off point. Weren't on point. I mean, you know, it was a little bit. Your camera's making a lot of noise, Anthony.
Not mine.
Yeah, I'm trying to sort it out now.
No, it's Anthony's.
Oh, right, okay. But yeah, I mean, you know, it's like what you said, Saka's come predictable. So if that's the case, then I'm not being funny. I know people, like some fans, are not going to like this, but why not just play Madueke on the right and then just put Saka out on the left? I know. Or
is that?
Yeah, I can hear you, but there's still just a little bit of buzzing. I don't know why.
I don't know where it's coming from.
And now it's
well, let me come out and try and go back in.
It's echoing as well. Not worried about today's result. Fluke goal. Skelly, I thought, was fouled. Yeah, he was fouled. He was clipped, weren't he? He was. I mean, still, Raya put him under the cost.
Yeah.
Raya he was right out of his box, and Kevin Benson, Palace fan here, that Raya was the best midfielder. Yeah, he put Skelly into trouble. There was 3 players around him, and he passed instead of hitting it long, being that far out of his box, played him into trouble. He did get clipped. I'm not trying to defend Skelly because I don't want to make excuses, but I mean he got clipped. He went over, he lost the ball, and then Sarr lobbed Raya. That's to me that is Raya's fault and Arteta's fault. Arteta for tending to play so far out the box, and for Raya not clearing the ball away. Yeah, so that it was disappointing, but they never done it. They hit the post twice, to be fair, Tottenham. But I mean, apart from that, they didn't do much else either. But they look a lot better. They look a lot more solid to me than what they did. They're not playing such a high line. They played a low block, to be fair. They played deep and built out from the back. They weren't doing that under Angie Postecoglou, whatever his name is. Like they was playing a high press, weren't they? And halfway up the pitch most of the time. John Rowan. Worried about Raya. Nearly messed up against. Yeah, I think he's been poor, Raya. When Kepa replaced him against Newcastle, Kepa done a lot better, in my opinion.
Yeah, I can see Kepa being a better one. I can see Kepa taking that role.
What?
I can see Kepa taking that role. I really can.
Oh, you never know, mate. You never know. No. I mean, he took Ramsdale's role, didn't he?
Yeah.
He's never had anyone challenging him, has he?
He usurped Ramsdale, and Ramsdale couldn't get back in the team.
Yeah. Are you looking at it now? Ramsdale, I hear he's gone to Newcastle on loan now.
Yeah. What about this one? I'll see when I was checking out the fantasy football, because I keep changing their fucking team. Granit Xhaka's at
Sunderland.
Sunderland.
Granit Xhaka's at Sunderland. Yeah.
23 million.
I didn't see that.
Yeah. Have you done your team?
My
man?
substitution got more than us. I have done my team, mate. Yeah, but I keep mixing it about and pointing it in and
No, don't
changing
mix
it.
it
Yeah,
about. Don't mix it about. Don't mix it about.
yeah.
Lee done that, and he ended up putting half a fucking Ipswich team in there.
Yeah, well, that's because
We're gonna give you all. We're gonna give you all the code. Actually, why don't we just give you the code now? Let's give everyone the code. If you want to join our fantasy Premier League, I'll keep that code up there. If you want to join our fantasy Premier League, the code is there. You just you know how to do it. You just Actually, your thing's going mad again. Keeps join our league and pit your wits against us, the panel on the Arsenal Alliance. Pit your wits against us. John in the chat, Kevin in the chat. I wonder if there's anybody from last season in the chat. I don't think there is.
No.
Where are
I
we?
think,
Can you hear me now?
we had last season, Lee? It was like 20. It was like 25 people in the league last season, wasn't there? Yeah.
Beat Scunner, this manager couldn't pass an open book exam, let alone win us the league. I doubt he'd get promoted from the championship. I think if he went into the championship, mate, I think you're right. I think he'd struggle to get out of it. I don't. The football today was like terrible. And when Gyokeres did eventually come in, all he was doing was getting them to lob the ball into the box. Just go down, just go to the end, like to the byline and cross it in. Tottenham was just reading it, doubling up on Martinelli, doubling up on Saka. He just left it and left it and left it. And he didn't try and put nothing through the middle. This is why we need Eze. We need Eze through that middle, mate. This is what we need. And we're going to go in for him. Apparently, we're selling a few players to fund it. But, I mean, what does that do? That leaves our bench short then, doesn't it? So, I mean, are we just defeating the object? If we sell 3 players to buy Eze, we're just defeating the object of having a strong bench, aren't we? Like a strong squad.
We are. I believe we are. Can you hear me now? Anyway, is it better?
Yeah, it's better.
Yeah. Well, I believe we will do. To be fair, we do need to trim the squad a bit. I believe Reece Nelson and Zinchenko might be going to Fulham, both of them.
Yeah, I've heard that.
But to be fair, we do need to trim it a bit. But we need to watch who we get rid of, because even as I said earlier on in the stream, Trossard, mate, against Newcastle, I thought he was one of our better players.
Yeah,
and I understand he wants more money. I understand he's going to go and stuff like that. But we didn't pay that much for him. Not in today's standards, we didn't. And to be fair, to get what we got out of him, let him go on a free next year, I'll be happy with that. To get another season out of him where he plays like that, because mate, he'll play the season of his life to try and get anyone decent to come to him for free.
No, you just
Martinelli, I think we'll get more money for as well. If we could sell Martinelli, there's a good chance that we've got the money for Eze just with him. I was a big fan of Martinelli, but today I agree with Anthony. They both run out of ideas. And to be fair, Saka, it was like he was too tired to try anything. He didn't want to try anything. You know, it was all coming from him. Odegaard, I thought against Newcastle, he tried to show that he had a point to prove, and he done decent at times. But today he was just diabolical, and to give him pretty much a full game, I think that was diabolical, mate. To be fair, I thought that was.
Yeah,
he was had one of our big problems from last season, and
your mic's going a bit thingy again, Anthony.
I don't know what's the matter.
Maybe turn
Is that
it down.
better?
Maybe turn it down a little bit.
What about now?
Yeah, that was a bit better. Yeah. It's just, I don't know. It might be. It sounds a bit tinny, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I've come out and gone back in enough time.
No, that's not. He was definitely fouled, the referee. I think the referee had a terrible game as well. He didn't stop blowing that whistle, did he?
No, I thought the referee. I thought the referee didn't really have a great game. But look, I mean, we could blame referees. We could do all this and do all that. But I'll be honest with you. I think it was the lineup that Mikel Arteta picked. I don't think the play. I mean, we had 16 chances on goal, and we could not even put the ball, get one ball in the back of the net. Tottenham, right? They had 6 chances. They could have won 3 or 4-0. They hit the post twice.
Yeah,
then there was that goal, and then did you see that Richarlison chance when he was pretty much stood on the goal line, and it was like that scramble, like with the head.
His hand.
Yeah. I mean, if that didn't hit his hand, do you know what I'm saying? That's at least another. So Tottenham, in that respect, even though we had the more chances on goal, they had 6. They could have. It's like what I said. They could have quite easily scored 3 goals out of their 6 chances.
Yeah.
To me, that's brilliant.
Yeah,
we should be the same, but we're not. But the reason why we're not is because we're playing this guy up front, Kai Havertz, and we need someone out wide on the left. Is that plain and simple? And if we can see it, and we got no experience as in managing a professional football team, why can't Mikel Arteta see it?
Maybe for yourself, mate. I took Leighton Orient on Football Manager to the Champions League in 4 seasons.
Did you?
Oh.
Fair play. Well, maybe bomb out on Arteta and fucking get Ant in there.
So John's looking forward to playing Tottenham in November. I'm not. I hate the North London derby. I hate it because it's the only game. It's the only effing game that I can't stand if we forget to lose or draw. I can't. It just boils my blood. I hate watching them. I watch them obviously because I watch every Arsenal game I possibly can. But that's not terrifies me, but it just I don't know.
We drink with too many Tottenham supporters, Lee.
Hey?
We drink with too many Tottenham supporters.
I ain't worried about them. I ain't worried about the Tottenham fans. I'm just worried if get slaughtered and you get caned, didn't you, afterwards?
I got to meet that's a Tottenham fan, and for years and years there was always a rivalry between me and him. Who was better, Ian Wright or Teddy Sheringham? And I always picked Ian Wright. He picked Teddy Sheringham, and it was literally every single player in the first 11, and when we played against one another. And I can remember when we played I think one of the best games that I think we personally played against Tottenham was when we won 3-1. When Dennis Bergkamp, when he got that goal to make it, and then I believe what was it? I think Tony Adams scored in that game as well. We won 3-1. It was a Monday night game, and to me that was one of the best games we played against Tottenham. And I'll be honest with you, I ripped the piss out of him, and he didn't like it. He stormed off. He got upset. He walked out the fucking pub. Honestly, he walked out the pub. He went, "Fuck this, I'm off." Left his pint on the table and pissed off. Right?
How about when we won the league at White Hart Lane?
Won the league at White Hart Lane. Yeah, that was a
2-2 draw. It was a 2-2 draw, weren't it?
Yeah.
We only needed a draw.
We only needed a draw.
You know what? The referee. I've seen the interview with Henri, and the referee said, if you win this game, don't celebrate. Don't celebrate because you'll incite the fans. He got told not to celebrate.
Fucking hell.
Can you believe that?
Why does people listen to stupid other people's ideals? Seriously, it roils me.
The Tottenham player, I think he didn't realise there was a Tottenham player, I don't know who it was giving it to Henri because we only drew. And he said, "What are you talking about? We only needed to draw to win the league at your place." And then they all started celebrating straight after.
Good.
Kevin Benson saying, "Watch Palace and Liverpool warm-ups, and Gooner's game was at a way higher level." What? You think we played better than Palace and Liverpool? Mate, what I see today.
I think we've had better opposition than we've had better opposition than what Liverpool has. Definitely, anyway. It's only AC Milan really that they've had.
Go on.
It's only AC Milan that they've really had the same as us, isn't it? They played. Who did they play yesterday? It was some J League team, I think. And before it was, they won 3-1 yesterday. Liverpool playing the J League team, and I can't remember who the other team was they played. To be fair,
Who was the?
I think they got beat as well.
I think it was 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock late last night. I can't. I know it was 1-1, but West Ham had Everton last night in a friendly.
They won
Who
2-1.
won that? Who?
2-1 West Ham.
Oh, was it? Oh, fair play.
Yeah.
I thought Everton would have won that, but
Anyway, let's just catch up with the chat. Sunderland might stay up with Adingra. Was he at Brighton? He was at Brighton, wasn't he?
yeah.
Was he? Yeah.
They got a new keeper in also this morning. Oh, did they? So
I see. I can't remember his name, but they did get a new keeper.
Hopefully, we'll get Eze. Yeah, John, we want Eze badly, and Rodrigo or Liao or Anthony Gordon. We've been linked to. Andy Smith, newbie in the chat. Welcome, Andy. Pre-season or not, we are dealt up the same robotic style boring football. Arteta will be sacked this year. Hopefully, Andy. Hopefully, mate. Because I never see anything different from last season today. It was just like going back into last season again. It was terrible. Are you around Le for our first? I don't know, John. Sorry, mate. I can't read. Are you around the Le?
Are you around for our first game?
Yeah. That's Old Trafford, isn't it? Yeah, I might be out for that, mate.
Yeah. Lee, if you don't go to that, just a quick question. Do you think if you're not busy on that day, would you be doing a watch along?
Possibly, yeah, possibly.
Yeah.
You want to do a watch along?
I might. Yeah, I might do. Yeah, because that's the 17th, isn't it? That's on a Sunday.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. All right then. Yeah, I'll see. I know. Go on.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. We might do a watch along for that then, Anthony, if you want.
Yeah.
All right,
I'm in Bethnal Green then as well anyway, so I'll come to yours and watch it with you.
You said that earlier on, Anthony, didn't you? Nelson was our best winger today.
Yeah, I believe he was, yeah.
Martinelli was poor today. Poor today, guys, from Rory Vibes. How you doing, Rory? Good to see you back in the chat. Kevin, Palace fan, you had 17 players on the bench today, which is bigger than the Palace squad. Yeah. Kevin, we didn't use them until the last 15 minutes. We didn't make any subs. That's what's so frustrating. Yeah.
Well, I agree, mate. I agree with that, to be fair. I think to myself, we should have had a new team out at 45 minutes. Odegaard should have come off after 45 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, the ref was terrible. The ref was whistle happy, wasn't he? He didn't stop blowing that whistle. But he didn't blow the whistle when Miles Lewis-Skelly was fouled.
Yeah, when Richarlison chopped his ankles away.
Yeah, he didn't blow the whistle then for some reason. So, we're blaming the refs again. We're blaming the refs.
But don't get me wrong, everybody it wouldn't have attributed to the game. It would have been nice to have a good ref. I don't know. I think he was Japanese or Chinese ref or whatever he was, but I think to myself that in games like that, where you're having derbies, where you're having even Champions League, like AC Milan versus Arsenal, you've got to have proper referees as well,
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? I understand that it's all about the Asian tour and stuff like that, but you've got to have a proper decent referee as well. Someone up to the standard of doing a derby.
Havertz needs to be sold before any player in the squad. Absolutely. I agree, Rory. Havertz has to be sold. Don't forget, guys, new people watching, there's a few more watching. There's a code there for the Fantasy Premier League if you want to join our league. Pit your wits against us.
Wouldn't it be lovely to sell Kai Havertz? I mean, I'm not being funny. You look at that German team, Frankfurt. They sold Marmouche last season, didn't they, in January to bloody Man City. And Liverpool got their other. So Frankfurt has sold their two best strikers. Maybe it's nice to send Kai Havertz back to, back over to Germany to see. No, seriously, if you think about it, if they come in for him, I reckon he ought to go. I reckon we ought to set them, even if it's an offer of around 35 million. Let's say 40 at push if we're lucky to get 40, that is. But I mean, wouldn't you sell him? if somebody come in for Kai Havertz for 35, 40 million?
If it's a big name, if it's a big name that's going to come in, like to be fair, if you're going to keep it all, Odegaard is right. Tell Havertz to get his A. You know what I mean? Like you've got to get right on him. To me, I think if you drop Havertz back, he might be better than Odegaard. I've seen a few videos where Havertz has even played on the left wing and he's looked good. He started on the left wing a few times with Chelsea opposite Pulisic. He didn't do too sad then, you know what I mean? But as a false nine, mate, he's terrible. He can't have that role. He can't do that role.
No.
How about the game against Villa a couple of years ago when we dropped him into the midfield to make room for Jesus and we lost the game? So Havertz can't play midfield. He can't play on. He can't even play. He can't play nowhere. He ain't good enough.
And that was when Arteta twinkled with this. If we would have beat Villa that day, we would have won the Premier League by 1 point.
Yeah.
So it seems like to me he didn't want the fucking Premier League for some reason. Well, because they went to Dubai, they were winning games 4, 5, and 6-0. Then we had Villa change the team round. Oh, God knows why, because we didn't have any injuries at that time. And then fucking end up losing to Villa like 2-0, won it, something like that. So why do that? That cost us the Premier League. And I said after that game, I was going on shows and I said it to Lee on this show as well. I said that game's cost us the Premiership. Was I right?
It did.
Yeah.
John
it did, mate. I agree with you. I totally agree. Because even the run up after that, we didn't even show no comeback, no fight. It was like our players knew it was gone.
Yeah.
After that Villa game, it ruined us. You know, it's even to the point where I believe last season we had a chance to catch up or whatever, and Liverpool had rather lost or they drew. And we went against Bournemouth or Brentford. Bournemouth or Brentford it was. And look, like, to be fair, it's a guaranteed win in everyone's head. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, Liverpool lost the early game. We're like, yeah, we're there. And mate, we lost.
Bournemouth beat us twice last season. Bournemouth beat us.
They should be putting fire in our players' bellies. They should be putting fire in the players' bellies. Like, you know what I mean? And especially the early game as well. The early game's been lost. Or even drew against the actually put you'd be going out there at 3 o'clock thinking Liverpool's fucking lost. Let's do the job. Let's go out there and do this job. You know what I mean?
So, yeah. I tell you what, Ant, I got to be honest with you. You explaining that, I tell you what, you look very angry. I reckon you should go keep the phone in your hand, go and have a walk to the kitchen, have a walk round and come back, mate. Go on.
I'll turn green when I'm angry, Ant. I'll turn green.
All right, let's catch up with the chat, yeah?
I don't smoke anymore and I'm on this, mate, so I'm very angry in a minute.
Yeah.
Let's catch up with the chat, guys.
Yeah.
Do you think these players are trying too hard to prove a point and trying to keep the fans happy pre-season? Too early to predict. Let's see what happens. Oh, John, nah, mate. It's about the manager. The manager fucked it for us. The players ain't trying too hard. It's the manager, bro. Arteta will use every excuse to bench Grok 14. He hates strikers.
I called it.
More time today.
I called it. He would not be in the starting lineup, Lee. Sorry, he would not be in the starting lineup against Man United. It'd be Kai Havertz up front. I'm telling you now.
Rory Vibe saying Carnu.
He's got enough. He's got enough time now for games coming up to adapt for him to play the way he plays, or vice versa for Gyokeres to adapt the way Arteta wants him to play. Yeah. If he does that and if he starts Havertz on Man United, mate, then there's. Come on, mate. I'm an Arteta fan. I like what he's done. I don't like what he's doing now. Yeah, but I like what he's done to us. He's brought us back to where he was before Wenger left. You know what I mean? We're challenging Champions League. We're finishing. He should have done a lot more with the money. But this is his last season. If he don't win anything, I'm on your side, mate. And I think I'll start supporting Leighton Orient.
Yeah.
Did he score? Who are you talking about, Rory? Sarr. Sarr scored for Spurs. Should have heard Lee. I did hear Lee Judges today. He was having a go. He was having a go at Robbie as well. I'm waffling. I'm waiting for a game where we have Jesus, Moses, and Mo in the same team. Richie999, go and check his channel out, man. Go and check his channel out. He's new to YouTube. He's got a good little channel. He's building it up. Go and check him out. He's getting some subscribers, isn't you, Richie? If you're still there,
He is. Yeah. Big up, Rick.
Big up Lee Anthony. Smash the likes up. Big up the chat. Get this stubborn, smug, quick Arteta out. No plan B, nothing. To be getting 15 million a year is a piss take towards the elite managers. Absolutely. Absolutely. Getting 15 million a year for that shower of shit we see today. All right, pre-season. He's never utilised the squad. 17 players on the fucking bench. Most of the team was on the pitch for 80 minutes. He didn't make a sub until the 80th, 79th minute or something it was.
Do you know what, Lee? If I was the owner of Arsenal, I'd sack Arteta and I'll employ you. I'll give you £1 million a year to start off with, just to start, and you can stand on the touchline, you know, like a little oompa loompa, and you'll be shouting out all the instructions, giving it all that, and I'll be fucking saying, yeah, there's the man. There's the man.
The ref was an amateur. Right? Yeah, he was poor. He was poor.
And I told you, he's not an umpa. He's the world's tallest midget.
Oh, right, okay, yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, he's the world's tallest midget. That's what he is.
Don't use that word. It's derogatory.
Sorry. And he wants to do an unfiltered podcast.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Just give it to him in the comments. Just give it.
Thomas Frank built a better team in a month. Fucking joke, absolutely. Yeah. I can't read your name. I'm just assuming that you're Russian because that looks like Russian writing to me. I don't know if I'm right or not. Left wing and Eze is an absolute must. The left, mate, we're missing so much on that left-hand side. We really are. We're going to struggle yet again. There's a load of messages in this chat today. Thank God for that. Big up, guys, and thanks again. Going to have some dinner with the family. We'll be back to support always. Thank you, Gooner Fans TV. We're going to check your channel out as well, mate.
Big up, mate.
I'll check his channel out. I don't know if he put his link in the chat somewhere. I'm not sure if we've done it, but go and check his channel out. We'll all be doing that. He's new to YouTube as well. Can't afford to find a spot. What? Can't afford to find a spot. He is a waste of money. Oh, you talking about Arteta? You talking about Arteta? I think you are, Rory. I keep saying it. There is big problems coming. One example: big players will start leaving. Odegaard will slow us down. Odegaard slowed us down. He slowed us down all last season as well when he was playing. I mean, absolutely.
Not one direct pass, Lee. What's been the side-to-side passing? We've got Norgard for that. We've got Norgard for that. It went from one wing to the other. There was no direct through the middle ball. There was nothing. And that's his job. That's what he's paid to do. Find them pockets.
But why is the ball not going through the middle? Because I always say, sorry to butt in, Lee, but all I'm saying is when you play a 4-3-3 formation, you always you should have more activity in the middle than what you do out on the wings. Now, if you're playing a 4-2-3, yeah. So when you're playing a 4-2-3-1, yeah, you could play both through the middle and the wings, or basic 4-4-2. Or if you don't believe me, you can watch a video on YouTube. Arsene Wenger is called "Why Arsene Wenger Believes in the 4-4-2 Formation," and he explains it to a T. He explains it to a T. He said, so in other words, what a decent manager would pick 4-4-2, instruct the team what to do. So through that 90 minutes, they're not huffing and panting, and they're not out of, they're not exhausted. They still got energy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
With the old system with Arteta, with the 4-4-2 is with the attack. You went from 1 minute, in your defence, you went to have 6 defenders. If you had decent midfielders like Ray Parler and that was up and down that all the time, you went from having 6 defenders to 4 strikers at any one point.
Yeah.
And it works well. It works brilliant.
Yeah.
You like
Absolutely.
in Arsene Wenger's early days, you watch Arsenal's attack, mate. From that counter attack we used to have, we went from an instant every player. As soon as an Arsenal ball got the thing, bang, everyone went, and the ball went direct through the middle or out to the wing. It wasn't just a one-way thing. Look, Odegaard's paid money to find them pockets, and he didn't even look for them today.
Yeah,
No.
absolutely. Arteta's in serious trouble. Berta on his case. I agree, Rory.
Good.
Really
I'm glad he is. I'm glad he is.
no excuses. He'll make an excuse saying that we bought the wrong striker. We should have bought Sesko. He'll say that. That'd be his only thing. We have become
Apparently, Man United are going for that.
Last season we was terribly boring. Boring football. I thought I put it down to not having a proper striker because we had to slow build up because we had no vocal point. But mate, it's disgusting.
Yeah.
But look, we have to think the vocal point that we do have now was not used today.
No,
Like it wasn't used today. And then in my head, maybe he's stuck him on for that because he's only been there a couple of days. He's not really changed anything, but still, the fans want to see this. This is your North London derby. You go out there with your new setup, all set out. Zubimendi and Marino should have started in the middle together. You know, like Declan Rice should have been that Odegaard for me. But
yeah.
I think Declan Rice could do us a job in that number 10 role better than Odegaard can.
Iriola did the double over Arteta for Bournemouth. Yeah, he did. I said that earlier. Bournemouth done the double over us. Yeah, 2 draws at Brighton as well.
Brighton, yeah.
But I mean, Declan Rice did get sent off in one of them games. He got for which he shouldn't have been sent off. He got a second yellow. Remember for kicking the ball away.
Oh, he nudged the ball out the way, and it was a nudge. Yeah, that was the Brighton game because I can remember Danny Welbeck was laughing, wasn't he? Yeah.
Another player we bought for the striker and put him on the left wing.
Great show. Thank you, Luca. Has to change the captain, but he won't know. Yes, the captain's definitely got to change. We definitely need either Gabriel, Megaleesh, or Declan Rice as captain. Arteta's Odegaard. No, I've had it up to here with him. Arteta's hero is David Moyes, not Pep. We all just calm down, says Blackwood Sessions. Arsenal fans are their worst enemies. Why is that? Because we're moaning about losing to Tottenham. Come on, bro. Who do you support, mate? Let me know who you support. We don't like losing. That's it. That's just what it is. We don't like losing the game, and we think we've got the wrong manager. He didn't utilise the bench in a friendly where you could change every player on the pitch. It's a friendly. Saka got what's his name? Trossard went off injured. He did come on. He was on for about 10 minutes or something, and then he went off injured. But Saka got smashed to pieces today. They doubled up on him, kept smashing him. Luckily, he didn't get injured again. And don't forget, he's recovering from a bad injury.
Yeah.
Why did he play all that time? Why did it take for the last 10 minutes, 15 minutes to bring on Dalman to replace him? Where was Nwaneri today? Where was he today? Has he spoke his mind to Arteta? Has Arteta is he disciplining him again like he did at the end of last season because he spoke back to him?
Oh, it's a joke, Lee. It's a joke. But guess what? I'm glad this is all happening at Arsenal Football Club. Seriously, I am, because it's about time. If Mikel Arteta is at his own way for long enough for me, and I think these players, more so the young players than what the experienced players doing, these young players are the ones that's had enough now, and they're coming out and they're saying, now where he's going to be one of them. I tell you what, it won't surprise me if Skelly. It won't surprise me if Skelly would be the next one to say anything to him, and I hope he does. And I hope Saka says something. Basically, I hope 50% of that team say stuff to Mikel Arteta, saying, well, everything that you're saying, we're doing, but it's not getting the results on the pitch. It's not. So this is what I'm saying. And I got a funny feeling. I think Berta, and I hope he does, and even though how horrible it sounds, I think Berta will go behind Mikel Arteta's back to the Cronkies to get this guy out of there, to get the manager gone.
Let's
I think
take Diego Simeone from Atletico Madrid as well.
Well, that could be an option because he was his director there, wasn't he?
Yeah. Same job at Atletico he's doing at Arsenal now. I've heard that John as well. Jesus could be going to Newcastle, but he's injured. I can't see him signing an injured player, but I have heard that.
I did hear a thing saying that he could be back in a couple of weeks.
AFC always is in the chat. No, well, I heard he won't coming back till January. That's when he got his after he had his injury assessed.
Yeah, no, I'll see something today saying that it was if he carries on if they carry on the recovery the way they've been going forward, it was him and two other players, Jesus. 2 other players, but he said they'll be back in a couple of weeks.
Oh, right.
Who it was now.
Who was that? Not Fabio Vieira.
I do agree with you what you were saying there, Anthony, beforehand with I do agree with what you were saying beforehand, to be fair.
Yeah. No, that's fair enough, yeah.
This 3 days always is comment. Arteta needs to learn a new football system. Quick, he's been forcing this inverted fullbacks, touchline wingers, and box crashing eights gimmick for too long. Clearly, it's run its course. Everyone worked it out, mate. They worked it out last year. That's what I'm saying. Didn't see any difference from last season's performances today on that pitch against Spurs. I know we beat Spurs twice last year, but I mean, some of the performances we drew too many games as well. We drew 14 games last season. 14 games from and half of them were from winning positions. Because
we haven't seen nothing, mate.
We
haven't seen nothing. There's times where, like, we've touched on it. I've touched on it. Ant's touched on it. You've said it as well. Martinelli, for me, he's been poor now for almost over a year and a half. 1.5 seasons he's been poor. But I'm not being funny. You've got wingers, and they're paid to do a job on the wing, right? But if you could see something different, like a manager turns around and saying, right, I'll swap you over, intertwine with one another. Do you know what I mean? Get the opposition thinking, fucking hell, I got Saka on here now on this thing.
Yeah.
What am I going to do? Yeah. Something like that. Something like a change. You know, a basic change that can change a game. Do you know what I'm saying? But I don't know what goes in up here with Mikel Arteta's head. I think I got to be honest with you, I think he's dull and he's slow. That I got to say it, right? Because there's nothing there. There's nothing there. He can't intertwine with the players. He can't change the only thing that he did right, which I think he did, was change Ben White, took him out of centre back and put him in right back. Because Ben White was absolutely shit at centre back. And I ain't got a problem saying it. But he's brilliant at right back. So that's the one and only good thing Mikel Arteta did.
Yeah. I agree with that. I do agree with that. I think Ben White as a centre back was terrible for us, but as a right back, he's our best right back, I believe. And I really do. I think he's better than Timber in that position.
It's a close call. I mean, I get what Lee said, because Lee said that with Ben White, he gives the option of moving forward more, which then
he has
Saka.
They have a good link up with Saka. Yeah, he has a brilliant link up with Saka.
Yeah.
Odegaard, when Odegaard first came into the fold, when he was on loan from us at Real Madrid, he made into that link. He made into that link. When the Saka cut into the middle, Odegaard used to go out to the right. Or if Ben White weren't overlapping, but Odegaard's not like that anymore. It's
a lovely little triangle.
Yeah, they had a good triangle. Yeah. It was brilliant. The way they used to do it is brilliant. And even when he first came over to us for the first 6 months till he got injured, they used to play that. It was brilliant. As soon as he come back from that injury, I mean, he basically was depended on as the captain. Mate, he's just not done it.
Exactly. And Martinelli hasn't been the same player since Kieran Tierney.
I believe Martinelli played that position. I think we've got to try him down the middle. We put him on the bench and he can be down the middle, Martinelli. He could.
Yeah, maybe.
But,
Yeah,
but obviously we need to sell to bring new players in, so that does make sense. But I think there's a good few players we can get rid of, and we could utilise him somewhere else, Martinelli. But he's just not given a chance.
no.
Doesn't matter who we sign. Arteta's the problem. Hello, SSB28. Blackpool sessions. We didn't say that. We didn't. We played brilliantly against Real Madrid. Declan Rice scored 2 free kicks. You know, in the first, was it the first? Yeah, the first game it was 3-1, weren't it?
Yeah.
Declan Rice. Yeah, we played very well. One game or 2 games. Like them 2 games.
Martinelli scored the goal at the end, didn't he?
Where's the consistency, though, Blackpool? This is what we're arguing over. Where's it, or moaning over? The consistency.
But do you think Martinelli would have scored that goal if it was 1-1? He scored the goal to put us 3-1 ahead. But if it was 1-1, do you think that when the pressure was on, do you think Martinelli would have scored that goal?
Probably not.
No.
No, I think it's a different. I've seen it so many times. You talked about the draws earlier that we'd lost from winning positions where Martinelli had got through on the counter attack 1-on-1, and he's cutting through the left, and he's had to do more work because he's come from the left and he's missed.
Yeah,
Pressure was on.
As well. Havertz missed a load like that.
Yeah, pressure was on. A different story.
Let attackers play with freedom, says Rory.
That's exactly what Anthony's saying.
Let me catch a chat up now because there's a load here. I'll give Arteta till Christmas, as says John. He should have some pressure on him, that's for sure. It don't seem like he's playing with any pressure on him. Don't seem to be worried about his job. Every manager should be worried about, they're letting everybody down. The tactics are not working. They're not changing anything. They're not trying to make anything better. They spent all this money as well, and we're not improving. We've regressed, if anything. The last 3 seasons, finished second, but before last season, the 2 seasons before that, we got better. Last season, we were all right. We finished second, but the football was poor. We regressed, scored less goals.
Everyone else's football was poor. Man City was off table.
Well, it should have been our year. City weren't nowhere. City fell off.
Yeah, I agree.
If you think Arteta is bad, wait till you see Simeone.
Well, to be fair, don't get me wrong, I think Simeone is a brilliant manager, but I sort of agree with that. I think if we need a proven Premiership player, we need a manager that knows the Premiership. That's what we need. Simeone, and to be fair, even Emery now in Aston Villa, seeing what he's done at Aston Villa, now he knows the Premiership a bit better. I'd have him back if Arteta can't do it this season.
I think he must mean about like the defensive boring football tactics. That's what he's probably talking about. Just judging by Christmas, says Blackball. Arteta as a great defensive manager, but no offensive game plan. Absolutely. He hasn't got nothing to go up. Now he's got the player to go up front, so he's got no excuses at all. We've got a proper striker for the first time since Aubameyang. Even when Aubameyang was there, we didn't play Aubameyang properly either. We played him as a winger and sometimes probably as a left back, a left wing back. He didn't play him as a striker properly, as he's supposed to be.
Well, see, let's see what happens. Going back to what Anthony said earlier, to get the team in check, that's what Arteta done. This team that we got now, to get that team in check, Arteta's got rid of Aubameyang. He showed everyone that he can't be messed with, so everyone fell in line. As these new kids like Neymar and Lewis Skelly and that, they don't care about Aubameyang. All they want to do is they want to be on a winning team.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Martinelli's so average on the ball. Nobody is playing with these inverted fullbacks anymore. Right now, everyone is going free-flowing offensive. I hate the inverted. It sort of works, but when it stops working, when it gets sussed out, you've got to adapt. You've got to adapt. Otherwise, people are just gonna like smash your winger. Because when he ain't covered by the fullback, your winger's getting smashed to pieces every time. and you know you've got to adjust. You've got to adjust to the team that you're playing against.
That's why Tavares never done well with us. He'd never get back. He was brilliant at bombing forward, but he would never get back.
I don't think he was any good anyway, to be fair. Or there was Tavares. There was there's another midfielder. What was his name?
Elneny.
Two players he signed at the same time, Tavares and another player. They're both out on loan. I think he might have sold one of them last summer.
Was that Lukonga, you mean?
Lukonga, that's him, Lukonga.
Tavares. Yeah, no, he was on the bench today, Lukonga.
Did he come? Oh, he was on loan, weren't he? He was on loan last year.
Yeah, he was on loan. He went to Crystal Palace, believe it or not, on loan, and I think he went abroad last year.
Yeah, no, that's right.
Yeah, and was he on the bench today? I didn't check the bench properly.
He was on. Well, when I checked the lineups, he was on the bench today. Yeah,
I did scan through.
He was one of the 17.
I'll tell you the truth. Lukonga, we actually loaned Lukonga to Luton when they were in the Premier League.
Yeah,
we did, for a point, for a term being, we did,
yeah, and he only played half the games. I didn't see him play many games for Luton, to be honest with you.
He was meant to be the next Yaya Toure.
Do you know what? I don't understand why these top players in that category.
No, you can't, can you? You can't. No. But that's why we bought him. We were told he was the next Yaya Toure, so we bought him. And look, fucking hell. Right, come on.
Yeah. Right, can I catch up with the chat now? Without you two bloody talking.
Go on, Lee.
Can you hear us down here?
You're taking the liberties, you are.
That's because I've got my new mate Anthony there with me now. Look, that's what it is. I'm brave that I'm 180 miles away, Lee.
Yeah. What is Raya's natural position? Is he a goalkeeper or a CDM? Not the first time. Yeah.
But did you notice that as well today with Saliba? Saliba was sitting there at the halfway point trying to find the pockets while Odegaard was running around. That was our centre back.
Yeah.
Excuse me, my friend. I did say to you, can I just catch up with the chat before you?
Sorry, mate.
You keep butting in. I'm trying to catch up with the chat. People are waiting for me to read their comments out.
All right, mate. Sorry, Dad.
Right. What do you mean? Right, let me read the comments out. Odegaard. No, I can't. Now I fucking can't see it.
He said Odegaard hasn't been the same player since he come back from injury. Do you want me to read these out for you? Because I'll...
your glasses. Go on. Yeah, go on.
Odegaard hasn't been the same player since he come back. I said that earlier, to be fair. He's not been.
No, go on.
Says, I think, SSB 228 says, I think he still scores, to be fair. Real Madrid is crap. That's going back to Martinelli earlier when I said, do you think he scores at 1-1?
Yeah. Yeah, they're only the most successful team in Europe there's ever been.
It said, if Isaac leaves Newcastle, Eddie Howe will sort our team. To be fair, I'm a big fan of Eddie Howe, and I do believe he was the one that should have took over from Wenger, to be fair.
I said that.
We should have had Ancelotti, to be fair.
Luca talks on and says, AFC always, we need to bin Havertz.
Yeah. Carry on, Dave.
Arteta gets till Christmas. I didn't want to be left out.
Come on.
Right, what's this one? SSB 228. I personally think you guys need to get easy. Gyokeres drifts to the left. Martinelli is straight up and down the player. Him and Gyokeres will occupy the same spaces.
Yeah.
Well, but then that could work in favour with the interchange, as we were talking about earlier. If they done that, Gyokeres could drift to the left. If Martinelli's willing to drift into the middle, that could be something different there.
Martinelli plays better through the middle. anyway, if Gyokeres just drifts left, Martinelli can cut in on his right foot.
Yeah, I agree with you totally there, yeah.
But look at this comment here.
SSB 28, as far as I'm concerned, Martinelli has no place in the team.
Yeah.
By judging by pre-season, I do agree with that. Yeah. Because I do think that Trossard played better than him yesterday against Newcastle.
Go on,
Luka talks Dons. Arteta for me needs to go. How can you bench Gyokeres this season? I don't want to see excuses about injuries this season. If Martinelli doesn't perform, we need to send him. We need Martinelli of 2022, 23.
Yeah. I want Mikel to go. I thought we just said.
I never want Mikel to go.
I thought you said you're giving him till Christmas, Luca.
I'm the same. I'm in the same situation. I think if he wins something this year and he does something proper good, not FA Cups or anything like that, even though I agree with Lee, I think the FA Cup's brilliant. But if he can bring us a Premier League, which has been desperate for, or a European trophy, then I'm willing to give him more time.
If he wins the Premier League,
Havertz is not good enough. Highest paid player at the club. I agree, he's not good enough to be the highest paid player.
If he wins the Premier League, build him a statue.
yeah, of course, yeah.
Well, do you know what?
Lego's got to do his hair for him.
Yeah.
No. But if he gets a statue outside the ground, the pigeons will fly upside down because they don't want to shit on it. So, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Don't forget, guys, if you want to put your wits against the panel and against other people in our fantasy Premier League, feel free to join. It's free. You know, we're not putting no money on it or anything like that. We're doing it for fun. The code is there. So if you fancy it, Luca, AFC Always, anybody else in the chat, anybody else that sees this on the replay, you're all more than welcome. Join the league and try and win it. And what we'll do is we'll on the show every week. We'll check it out and we'll have a look and see how everybody's doing. Doesn't matter if we sign Arteta's the problem. Yeah.
I said he never wanted Mikel ever since he came. He is a PE teacher. I agree. Doesn't matter if we sign Mbappe, he still won't do well.
We will be a mid-table. What? We will be a mid-table. What? We will be a
mid-table. Incoming players. Nothing gonna change under this clown of a manager.
Yeah, no, right. You know, the fan base is divided. To be fair, the fan base. It's you know, it's who is the youth coach? That would be.
Is that Mertesacker? That's Per Mertesacker's the youth coach, isn't he?
It was Jack Wilshere. I don't think he's left. He's got a manager's job, didn't he? Jack Wilshere and Mertesacker. I think Mertesacker was.
No, Mertesacker, not the youth scout.
I think he's the head of the whole youth setup now, Mertesacker.
Oh, is he? He was the manager of the reserves, wasn't he, last season?
I think.
Yeah, I think Lee's right. I think Wilshere's took that role, and he's moved up Mertesacker.
I think Wilshere did have that role, but I think he's now moved on to manage a team somewhere, if I can remember rightly.
Well, I'll find out.
Sorry, no, don't be sorry about being a Liverpool fan, bro.
Right, that's it. That's it. Ban him. I'm joking, mate. I'm joking.
We're not having the other fans.
No, we do. We like to hear other people's info. I mean, like Liverpool fans, Villa, Chelsea, whoever. We like to get your fans off that.
Wilshere is the interim head coach of Norwich.
Yeah. I knew he left the manager team. I couldn't remember who it was. But he was part of the academy along with Mertesacker. They was both involved.
Yeah.
I did hear about that. Absolutely. But listen, if you've seen him play every game he played against AC Milan, he come on and had a blinder against Newcastle, and when he come on for Saka today, he changed. It was more direct. His ball carrying abilities and dribbling and everything, you know, he made a difference. Real Madrid ain't going to be the only team.
It's like I said, Lee. I could see him going. I don't want him to, but I can.
No, I can't. I disagree. He's staying. He's going to stay. He's an Arsenal boy coming through the academy. He's going to basically get what he wants. He's 15. We can't push him too. We can't push him too much. We can't expect too much of him. But he's playing against men. Look at that ace. Look at when he came on against AC Milan. Look how physical that game against Newcastle was. He had Joe Linton smashing into him. He was getting up and fucking and running past him, leaving him for dead. He's some player. People are rating him as good as Lemite Yamal. They're saying he's as good as him. But Real Madrid are going to take an interest in him. They're all the big clubs are going to be looking at him all over the world. They're all going to be looking at him. But
sorry to interrupt you there, Lee, but I agree with Anthony. We have to keep him.
Yeah.
Look at these two players that's just gone to Man United. They're in to return and they're gone because we want to offer everything in. All that Toby Obi wanted was to be recognised as first choice striker, third choice, not first choice, third choice, number 3 striker. That's all he wanted. And we're in need for a striker. He's scoring 10 goals in the Premier League too in one game. Yeah, and we let him go to Man United.
Against Liverpool, he scored all them goals.
Yeah, and we let him go Man United.
Yeah, because what's stopping that
from happening to Max Doman?
Exactly.
But we need to start playing this boy now. He's coming in pre-season, and in my eyes, he smashed it. He's been one of our best players. He's been the highlight of my pre-season tour.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But if he's not gonna do that during this Premier League season, then mate, you know what I mean?
Actually, the reason why he went, that the striker went, that what's his name, Martins, he went to Man United, because he wanted 35 grand a week. Now Mikel Arteta refused that 35 grand and offered him 18 and a half. This is what I was saying. But he said no. So Man United come in, 35 grand to us is nothing. 35,000 a week is nothing to Man United, right? Then he signed for Man United, but it was all to do with the wages. So what I'm saying now with this Diamond, it's like now somebody's put in the comments that Diamond's dad, he wants him to have an Arsenal career. Like, you know, if that's the case, I said this on last week's show, give him a contract he can't refuse. Even if it's 30,000 a week, give it to him. Yeah. And send him out on loan. He's on
the thing is, Anthony, at the minute, he can't have a professional contract. He's only 15.
I know, but yeah.
So
I'm on
at the same time, you take a leaf out of Wenger's book there. Well, we're just talking about Jack Wilshere. Jack Wilshere got brought up in a West Ham family. He was a West Ham fan. His dad wanted him to play for West Ham, and he said to Wenger, "My dad always wanted me to play at Upton Park." So Jack Wilshere's debut was at Upton Park. Yeah, it was like basically, you know what I mean? Like, that's it. Like, you know what I mean? We want to keep you. We want you to be a best player. We'll still give you these dreams. Where Arteta is, if you don't listen to me, you can fuck right off. Which I can understand that with players like Aubameyang, that's causing trouble in the dressing room. But with players like Max Doman, we need to keep them. We need to keep this future.
There we go.
Yeah, we do. Absolutely do. Don't be surprised if Pep and Man City drop a £250 million offer when he's at. I think Pep would be gone by then, this SSB.
Yeah, Pep. He's come out saying this was his last season, Pep.
His last season, yeah. Last season.
It's going to be a long, tough season for us, yeah, absolutely, AFC always. It could be easier. We're a better manager. Could be an easier season for us. you'd have more confidence going into some of these games, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
This
I
is
tell you what,
and you use your striker properly.
I tell you what, Lee.
What we got.
When Pep leaves, because this is last season, I guarantee you, and I'll put money on this, the next manager of Man City would be Vincent Kompany from Bayern Munich.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, Mikel Arteta.
Well,
Yeah,
fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
Do you know what? Mate? You know what? If he went to City, that fucking Lego head fucking donut would probably win the league with them. He'd probably
Yeah,
win the
but-
league with Man City, just to get up our noses.
Yeah, he might do.
Mate, listen, I'll strangle him myself. I'll squeeze his neck till that Lego head pops off. I swear to God. Mate, I can't. Like, I hate Man City enough as it is because they stole our whole spine with Torre, Sagna, Clichy, Nasri, Adebayor, and they went and won the league with them. They were our players they won the league with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, mate?
Man
I
United
hate
won the
them.
league with Van Persie when we sold Van Persie.
But I hate Man United anyway because when I was growing up, I was a 90s kid, so it was always Manchester United, Arsenal, so I can't stand United anyway.
No.
That's it. You wouldn't think I lived in the Northwest, would you? I can't stand none of their football teams.
Tottenham looked good under Thomas the Frank engine. They did. They looked a lot better. They looked a lot better.
You know what I think of Tottenham?
Shit.
There you go. No matter how good they played or whatever, they're always shit, mate.
What do you think of Tottenham? Shit.
Yeah.
Shit. Tottenham.
So,
Thank you. That's all right. We ain't Tottenham.
We ain't Tottenham. We ain't Tottenham.
Sorry, Tottenham fans watching this. I've got a duck. I'm going to get assassinated. Put a 1 billion release clause. This is what Barcelona did with Yamal. Unless Doman wants to leave, no club will pay 1 billion. Yeah, that's a point.
Yeah, to be fair, it is. To be fair.
He could prove himself by signing that contract and all. Sign a 10-year contract with a 1 billion release clause in it. That'd prove that he wants to stay at Arsenal for at least the next 10 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They say that look, your dad wants you to play for Arsenal. He's already played for Arsenal now. You know what I mean? He's already fulfilled his dad's dream. So now we're going to fulfill his own dreams.
Yeah, this is true. That Charlie Patino he's talking about here, he looked fucking brilliant as well. But
yeah, but to be fair, when he went to Blackpool though, he wasn't as good when he went to Blackpool on loan. To be fair, he done all right at Blackpool standards, but yeah, he didn't set the world alight, mate.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, I do think Blackpool went and bought him afterwards. I don't. Who do you play for now?
I ain't followed it, mate. I don't know. Once he left us, I don't give a shit. Company might be better than Arteta. He was the first manager to kind of solve PSG in the Club World Cup tournament. They have the blueprint to Chelsea.
So well, Vincent Kompany, I could see him leaving Bayern Munich for Man City, but I can't see him leaving Bayern Munich for a team like us.
No, yeah, I can see it happening. I can see him going to Man City, staying at.
Yeah, Man City, I can see him going to. But do you think he warrants Man City? He didn't do too well at Burnley. He got the Bayern Munich job because of his name, and he just inherited a good team. It's exactly what Pep done all them years. Pep inherited a good team in Barcelona, retired, went and lived in New York for a year, inherited a Bayern Munich team that just won all 6 cups they could win. Won the treble, then left again, and then went to Man City. Man City's the only team he's had his own influence and his own spending power. And he's always had a backing of money.
He's always had. I like to see him manage a team like a Crystal Palace, for example, or an Everton, or a Villa. You know what I mean? A team that ain't got the money to spend.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. I would love that. And then, to me, then if he does well with a team like that, he'll be one of the best managers in the world.
He would be.
Well, he's one of the best tacticians in the world. I agree with that. But until he does that with Managerial, then I agree. I agree.
Yeah, Anthony knows more than Lee about Arsenal. Don't cry. Yeah. All right.
He's got to say what Anthony knows.
Ask us the question then. Ask us the question then. Go on.
Ask a
At least
question.
you've got to remember I'm 15 years younger than me.
10.
Oh, right.
Shut up, Lee.
10 years younger you are. Don't lie.
Stand up, Lee.
Grass, you're right, grass, yeah.
All right, let's wrap this up then. Thanks, guys. Thanks, everybody, for in the comments section. Thank you to the two ants for being on the panel and making it so fun as always. Everybody in the chat, newbies, SSB. There was a few newbies in the chat today. Gooner, something.
Yeah.
Got his channel. There's a few new ones in the chat. Appreciate your input and your contributions. Yeah. Before we go, we'll just read the last couple of messages from one of these new people in the chat. Do you guys think Gyokeres is too heavy? He looks like a unit. He looks powerful.
That's what we need in a striker.
He's fast. He is fast. He's apparently, I mean, they spoke about it, about his speed already, and I've seen the games I've seen him play. I was impressed with his speed. That's why they say he scores a lot of goals on the turnover, which is the counter attack. When the ball back, boom, he's off and he gets the through ball and he runs onto it. That's why they're saying that as well, because and people will say that's not the way Arsenal play. We're going to have to adapt. We are going to have to adapt. Kudos had Skelly on toast. Kudos played pretty well, to be fair. That's true. Stop walking around, Anthony. He keeps walking around. It makes me dizzy. I know. I told him
I'm sorry about that. It's because you said we're going to wrap the show up. So I got up. I've got a dog here trying to eat a cat.
No, all right. All right, then. Thanks, everybody. We're going to wrap it up now. It's
as long as he's eating, that's all right.
My daughter ain't going to say that when her cat comes back to me again. Look.
Rice only made 13 passes today. Rice was. I thought Rice was quiet today. Anyway, we're going to wrap up. Otherwise, we'll be going on forever. Good night. God bless. See you next week. Don't let the bed bug bite.
Big up the chat. I thought the chat was on fire tonight, and fair play to them, man. Thanks to the newbies that subscribe to the show as well. So big up to yourselves.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.